Hey guys, my name is Austin. We are back at Burgerfi Gaming, and this video isn't a gaming video. There's something that I would like to talk about seriously on my channel. I know there's a lot of bullshit that goes on my channel, a lot of fun stuff, we have a good time, but there's things we have to talk about before I do any gaming. So this will be one video that comes up today. There'll be another video that comes out later on today. I'm not sure what I'm going to play yet, but I'll figure it out. And what I want to talk about today is watching your actions and your words. And people are like, "What do you mean? Why is this an issue?" And it's because I've seen people get hurt, and rightfully so, by things that seem little, things that seem so minute, like just the littlest things. And I'm going through something like right now that urged me to bring it up, and I'll tell my story because I don't want people to be concerned. Right now, my girlfriend says she's sick. It's been like 3 days, which isn't unusual. People are sick usually down 2 or 3 days. But this whole time she hasn't been talking to me, and somehow she feels good enough to go hang out with another guy, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I know she hangs out with a bunch of guys because she grew up around guys, so all she really knows is how to deal with other men. So I don't mind that she hangs out with other guys, but she doesn't text me at all. And it seems so minute, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like anything big, but I'm still hurt. I'm still going constant anxiety attack, because I don't know if she's even happy anymore, and that's why I want to bring this up, because I've seen it more and more. Things happen, little things, minute things, and people they get hurt, and what I strive for on the channel is to make the world a better place. But how can I make the world a better place when nobody else wants to change? When everybody wants to do what they want to do and say what they want to say and not expect any consequences. It doesn't make sense. It's like robbing a bank and not expecting to get sent in prison. I know I'm getting a little worked up about it, but this concept means a lot to me. I've lost people due to depression, anxiety, suicide, and it happens more and more. And it's happened so much that it's a fucking statistic on the media. No one gives a shit. Hey, this guy died. Put him as another fucking number. Put him as another number on social media. I see statistics every day. I see playthroughs every day that are like, hey, this is what happens in the life of anxiety. This is what happens in the life of depression. I even shared a video today about what it's like living a day in the life of someone who suffers anxiety. I see it every day. This is what it's like. This is what it feels like. This is what it looks like. Here's the stats. What's up, bro? So, and again, like I said, it's just another stat that pops up on the internet, and it's becoming more of an issue. And I feel at this point, someone needs to address it because no one else will. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, people just have to watch what they say and what they do, because you never know what somebody else is going through. You never know what somebody else could be going through, and it could cause them even something small. That seems small at the time. If you're joking around with a buddy, you never know what they're going through and what can and could not affect them. It's all it takes is one small thing to push them over the edge. So this isn't going to be a very long video. Like I said, this is just a little heads up for people. I want everybody watching to start trying to watch what they say and what they do just to people. I see hatred every day, and it's not just a certain group of people. I'm not saying that it's whites doing it. I'm not saying it's blacks doing it. I'm not saying it's the Vietnamese or anything like that. I'm saying the world as a whole has become a world of hatred, especially in America. You know, we all grew up on the foundation of open-mindedness. You know, we all grew up, you know, learning to get along with other people, whether they're like you or not. You know, growing up, I didn't have to hear anything about, you know, hate crimes, racist crimes. I didn't hear any of that. And now I hear every day, you know, a transgender teen committed suicide, or a teen fighting depression finally lost the battle. And what's even more sickening is people judge them because they lost their fight with depression, because they lost and they finally ended themselves. Why? Why should they be judged because they lost? Depression is a sickness, just like breast cancer. Would you judge somebody because they lost and died to cancer? No. You wouldn't. Yet, when we find somebody who lost their battle with depression, we judge them. And it's not talked about. You know, and if the world, I sincerely feel if the world was a better place, you know, people wouldn't say such mean things, and people wouldn't be so rude and hateful to each other and have all these hateful acts and hateful words to each other. Everything would be better. I'm not saying it would be perfect, because perfect is not something that the world can do. I'm not asking for everybody to be perfect. Some people are going to slip up. I slip up all the time. You know, sometimes I say things I don't mean. Sometimes I do things that I don't realize hurt somebody else. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. But if we all took the time to think before we said or did anything, you know, I feel like the world as a whole would get along better. You know, we'd hear less news of suicide. We'd hear less news of hate crimes. We'd hear less news of racism and riots, people getting shot and killed, and we hear more news of people winning the depression fight. More people can beat what they're going through. You know, and it's not an easy fight. Like I said, when I first started this channel, for everybody who watched my first couple episodes or first couple of videos, I suffer from depression and anxiety. You know, I personally am fighting this battle every day, and I'm open about it. I don't hide it from anybody. You know, and some people with depression, once they come out, they get treated differently. You know, like they're not normal. And it shouldn't be like that. Because what people with depression and anxiety need most is acceptance. They need to be treated normally. You know, they want people to accept them for who they are, and they want people to believe in them and trust in them and to tell you, you can do this. We don't have that enough these days. All I see these days are people shunning them, treating them differently, and judging them because of what they suffer from. It's like going back to the cancer analogy, it's just like going to somebody with cancer and treating them differently because they have cancer. And it's sad to see. So I guess my goal for everybody is to try to treat people like you would want to be treated. You know, I know you heard that since you were a little kid, and for some reason in America, especially in America, it went away. You know, I grew up on that since I was born. I was always taught by my parents and by my schools to treat people like you would want to be treated. And I don't know what happened to it, where morals went, where open-mindedness went. You know, I don't know. I don't have any answers, but I wish it would come back. So my question for everybody is, can you help me? Can you watch more about what you say and what you do and your actions, and to help people? And for my fans, anybody at this point, I don't even, subscriber, not subscriber, personal friend, I don't care. If you're suffering like I am, I urge you to find help. It doesn't have to be professional help. It doesn't have to. You don't have to go see a shrink or a doctor or anything like that. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. If you don't have anybody, talk to me. I don't guarantee I'll reply right away because, like I said, I have to do my own job, and I got work and then everything I got to do throughout the day. But I mean, I will definitely reply. If you don't have anywhere else to go, and there's other things you can do. You can call suicide prevention hotlines. In fact, I will even look one up real quick online. So it's on this video. So you guys can see. I can't type that in, sorry guys. I don't know why it brings up Yahoo, I don't know, but there it is right there. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 1-800-273-8255. If you're struggling, you can't find anybody else to talk to these people. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. That's the first, as many people will tell you with anything, is the first step to recovery. Is finding the help and admitting that you have a problem that you want help with. No one will judge you, or they shouldn't judge you. I can't promise you that they won't, but they shouldn't. So like I said, this is one of the very few serious videos actually be on my channel, but it'll be on there. So I just want people to treat people like they want to be treated, and watch what they do and say, because you never know what could hurt somebody. So with that being said, that'll be the end of this episode. Yes, it was kind of depressing. Yes, it was kind of real. Not normal for this channel. I'm very aware of that. However, I promise you the next video will be more upbeat. It'll be funnier because I'll probably be screaming at another video. So, as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, comments, or you want to talk to me, put them in the comment section below. I read all my comments. And I reply to them if I need to. And I will see you all in the next video.